We see a number of claim reports arising from file transfers. File transfers can be tricky. The transferring lawyer thinks that the file is no longer theirs and they stop working on it. Often the new lawyer will assume the house is in order, and for that reason they won't review the file thoroughly, or they'll delay their review. Here's an example. A lawyer took on a complex arbitration at a point when document disclosure had to be made. She found a draft list of documents and, not wanting to bill the client twice for the same work, she simply signed off on it without reviewing it fully. Turned out, a number of the documents were supposed to be redacted before production. However, they were sent over as is, and some privileged legal advice had been inadvertently disclosed. So, 5 tips to keep you claims free. First, assume nothing. Treat the file like you're the first lawyer on the watch. Review the file cover to cover, dig out those limitations, deadlines, and outstanding requests independently of what you've been told, and enter them into your firm's diary system right up front. If there's an action started, make sure it's been served. If it's an ICBC matter, make sure that Part 7 has been dealt with appropriately. Next, make sure the client knows that the transfer is happening. Third, if you're taking on a file from outside your firm, make it clear to both the client and the previous lawyer that you are not retained until you've received, reviewed, and agreed in writing to take the file on. We absolutely have received reports of cases where limitation was missed while the file was on a new lawyer's desk waiting to be reviewed. Fourth, if you're the one transferring the file, particularly if it's going back to the client, send a letter confirming that you are no longer acting and flag limitations, deadlines, hearing dates, and outstanding issues. Finally, when you're taking on a new file, get on the record with opposing counsel and the court. You need to ensure that correspondence on the file is actually going to reach you. When you're getting off the file, make sure new counsel promptly files a notice of change of solicitor, or your client executes a notice of intention to act in person. If it's counsel, consider putting them on an undertaking to file the notice of change promptly. If you have a client who just won't let you get off the record after you've ceased acting, get to know Rule 22.6 and use it. It may be tempting to let this slide, but remember that until you're off the record, opposing counsel is entitled to serve documents on you.